Hi, everybody. Here's another book that we're looking. It's called The Puppy Place, where every puppy finds a home. This one here is about Scout. Chapter 1. Let's see. We're about to miss the exit for the airport. Meg squinted at the sign. No, there we are. It's coming right up. I can't wait to get there. Lizzie bounced in her seat. She could hardly believe that Meg had invited her along on this trip. They were going to pick up a very special puppy. Meg Parker, who was on the Littleton Fire Squad with Lizzie's dad, was one of Lizzie Peterson's favorite people. Meg was a dog person, just like Lizzie. They both loved dogs and everything about them. Tell me again, Lizzie asked Meg. Tell me everything you know about this puppy. Well, she was born on a farm in Ohio, and her name is Scout, Meg said. She is named after a character of one of my favorite books, To Kill a Mockingbird. Scout, Lizzie repeated. She'd never read the book, but she liked the name. It was perfect for a young German Shepherd puppy. And you said she's 4 months old? That's right, said Meg. She's the same age as Casey was when I rescued her. Casey was Meg's 5-year-old German Shepherd. Casey had been abandoned as a puppy, and Meg had given her a home. That's what Meg meant by rescued. Lizzie knew that there were lots and lots of puppies and dogs that needed homes. Meg loved German Shepherds, and she liked to help them find perfect homes. Sometimes that meant working with other German Shepherd lovers all over the country. Meg's German Shepherd rescue group passed the word whenever a dog or a puppy needed a home. Today, Meg had invited Lizzie to come with her to pick up Scout, who's arriving by airplane all the way from Ohio. Meg knew of 3 different families who were hoping to give a German Shepherd puppy a home. That's why Lizzie and Meg were zipping along the highway in Meg's bright blue van. The van was a special area in the back for Casey with a box called a crate where she could be safe. Meg had left Casey at Lizzie's house so the new puppy, Scout, could ride in the van today. Meg and Casey traveled in the bright blue van a lot because Casey was a search and rescue dog. Meg had trained Casey for years, and now they worked together as a team. Maybe it's because she was a rescued herself, Meg told Liz. But she really seemed to love rescuing others. Lizzie knew that the search and rescue dogs and their owners went everywhere. They were needed. They went to national parks if a child was lost in the woods. They went to places where there had been earthquakes and people needed help, and to snowy areas where skiers got trapped by avalanches. Dogs like Casey were trained to use their sense of smell to track people down, no matter how lost they were. Working with Meg, Casey had saved the lives of many people. She was a hero. Casey was smart and beautiful, and she was one of Lizzie's favorite dogs. Lizzie had lots of favorite dogs. In fact, she loved pretty much every dog she met. But certain dogs were special, like Casey, and like Buddy, the puppy that Lizzie's family had adopted not long ago. Buddy was one of the many puppies that the Petersons had fostered. Being a foster family meant that they took care of puppies who needed homes, just until the perfect forever families came along. Lizzie and her younger brother Charles had convinced their parents that fostering of puppies would be a great family activity. The Bean, their toddler brother, whose real name was Adam, did not need any convincing. He loved puppies. In fact, he seemed to think he was one. He loved to pretend he was a dog, and sometimes Lizzie thought that Bean believed Buddy was his little brother instead of a puppy. Buddy was tan with some brown markings and a white heart-shaped mark on his chest. He had been a tiny puppy, the run of his litter. That meant he was smaller than his 2 sisters. But by now he had grown into a happy, healthy puppy, and he was the sweetest guy. Liz loved to cuddle with him after long play sessions. He would lick her face and snuggle in her lap and fall asleep. His soft, warm puppy fur smelled so good, Liz felt like she could kiss his silky ears and pat his round pink belly all day long, and she loved that little puppy so much. Sometimes Lizzie couldn't believe that her parents had agreed to adopt Buddy. She and Charles had wanted a dog for as long as she can remember. Every time they had fostered a puppy, they had hoped to keep it, but it was never quite the right time for the Petersons to adopt a dog. Instead, they had found each puppy a perfect home, and then Buddy came along, and everybody in the family fell in love with him. Now he was theirs forever. Lizzie felt so lucky to have a dog to love, and she knew Buddy was lucky too. To have found a loving family like hers, she wanted every puppy to find the right home. How will you decide which family gets to adopt Scout? Lizzie asked Meg as they turned into an airport parking lot. Well, The Goodmans have been waiting the longest, Meg said, so I'll probably call them first. I'll do that as soon as we make sure that Scout is healthy and that all her papers are in order. She pulled the van into the parking lot. And ready, she asked Lizzie, "Let's go meet Scout. I think that plane's just about to land and is probably hers." Meg pointed to a small white plane with red markings that was circling the airport. Lizzie watched as the planes swooped down and bumped onto the runway. It rolled along until it stopped near the airport terminal. The plane's pilot belonged to a group called Wings of Love, whose members were dedicated to helping animals. Lizzie had heard about them before, but this was the first time she had actually seen them in action. She watched with excitement as the plane doors opened. A tall man jumped out and waved to Meg. "Got your dog," he called. "She is a sweetheart, too." He ducked back into the plane and came out a moment later holding a little brown and black puppy in his arms. The puppy looked up at the sky and blinked. Then she yawned, stretched out one paw. "Aw, what a cutie," said Meg. Oh, Lizzie loved the puppy right away. Scout had arrived. Well, that's the end of Chapter 1. We're going to continue to read this book. Hope that you enjoy it, and hope you take some time to read yourself. It doesn't take very long to finish a chapter, and it's always enjoyable to go to different places, isn't it? You're doing a great job. I'm very proud of you, and I can't wait to see you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.